Lori.
Morning.
Good morning.
We're live. Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Woohoo! How's everybody doing? It's Thursday, I think. Is it Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually went by kind of fast.
It's zooming by. Bumcrack says, what did he say? Oh, I thought my volume was too low, so now I've got it turned up. There you go. You gonna get turned up, Bumcrack Picker?
Turned up.
Turned up. Turned up.
Morning, Dahlia. I taught him that saying, and now he can't forget it. He just thinks that's the funniest thing. Oh my goodness!
He always called it getting a little sideways.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Which I've been known to do that often. So.
Yeah, the older you get, you think about all that time that you all those hangovers that you had, and man, it's just so hard to get back from them. Yeah.
I've had some really bad ones in the past, but I don't get like that anymore. I'm too old for that crap.
I get it.
I think Christmas Eve when I told Santa to go elf himself, that was the last time I've been like that.
Good morning, Mike.
I don't remember it, so it was after 4 bottles of homemade wine. So
oh my god,
I don't remember. I remember opening the second bottle, and that's all I remember.
Oh my gosh. Morning, Shauna. But yeah, so I was just telling Todd I got my heater fixed.
Yay!
And it didn't cost me a dime. Even better.
That's
even better. So let's see what's going on.
It's been a busy week all week with.
Huh?
It's been a busy week all week with.
Yeah.
Stuff Gwen's doing at school and the election and signing up for Medicare, and been busy around these parts. Yeah.
It's good to be busy though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so far behind. I haven't even done any videos. I've just been working. I've been dedicating my time to get every DVD that I have cleaned and tested and listed. And I'm down to my last 80 DVDs.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations for that.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, it's been crazy, but they'll all be checked in and ready and into the listings, and then I can move on to something else. So, but that's been my focus for the past 2 weeks, is to try to get all these to where they need this stage where they can be shipped out when they're bought. So,
well, if you'd stop buying them.
I can't help it. Some lady's selling another 300, but she wants $1 a piece. I'm like, I get them for 25 cents or less.
Yeah.
I can go buy a Gaylord for $250 that's got over 1,500 of them in it. I'm not spending $300 on what you have.
Yeah.
So, but right now I'm kind of sick of looking at them, so I probably won't buy any for a while unless it's just a deal I can't pass up. So
yeah. Well, you never know. She might call you back and say, "Hey, I just need to get these out of here."
Yeah, and I told her, I said 25 cents or less I'm all in. I said, but anything over that, forget it.
Yep. Good morning, Hank. Julie, good morning. She says, good morning, only here for a bit. Another doctor appointment for me today, so sick of this. Might as well get used to it. Wishing everybody a beautiful day. That's great. And Mike's been busy zeroing in on his rifles in case the horde of zombies comes in. And into DC. Decide they want to wander up here.
This is the craziest election I've ever seen in my life. I'm just going to sit back and let it play out because there ain't a damn thing any of us can do about it.
No.
So I'm just going. I told Teresa, I'm just going about my day. I'm not even going to worry myself with it. When whoever wins wins now, because it's just a shit show to begin with.
Yeah.
So I'm done even watching it.
Yep.
So, yeah, I heard a report this morning that North Carolina wasn't going to finish counting their votes until the 12th. So,
yeah,
we got a full
all over the place.
We got a full week before we find out, and
that's ridiculous. How can they even do that?
And then when you go on the Michigan site, their electoral or their election site, Trump's in the lead, but yet they're saying Biden won the state. So I mean, it's ridiculous. And then they have more voters than they do or more ballots than they do registered voters. How's that possible? I mean, that's like having a dozen eggs and trying to fit a 13th one in there. It just don't work. You know?
Yeah.
Not unless they're all scrambled.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. When I see that, I'm like, I'm done. I am so done. Whoever comes out on top, we'll deal with it. I'll bury my guns if Biden wins, and I'll polish them up if Trump wins.
That's right.
Like,
that's right.
Put them in a waterproof container and drop them to the bottom of the lake so they can't find them. But I'll know where they're at. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I saw them a long time ago.
It kind of makes sense, though. I mean, with the year that we've had, I mean, it just kind of goes along with, everything else that's been going on. I don't know. It's crazy. All craziness.
It's like my sister said yesterday. She got a piece of mail addressed to my father. My father's been gone since 2008, and he has never used her address for anything. But yet his full name was on her piece of mail for an absentee ballot. What does that tell you?
What in the world?
Exactly. I want him to send in his absentee ballot or ballots. It's like, yeah, okay, I'd like to see that.
So I wonder how many people they have actually done that to, and people have actually sent those in, and they've been counted.
Yeah, I mean, and now they're wanting to disqualify any of them that are done with a black Sharpie marker. Now, our voting center, we had to use a blue or black pen. There were no Sharpie markers.
Right.
They were pens. So it's like, this is the biggest, like I said, shit show I've ever seen. I have never seen nothing like it in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, good Lord. It's like, throw them all away, get rid of every single one of them, incinerate every single one of them, and put out new ballots is what I would do. And then you have to have a driver's license, and your signature has to match. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, next thing you know, Rover, the golden retriever, is going to be sending in a ballot. So.
Yeah, I don't want to report fake news, but I also heard a report that there was a Wisconsin postmaster that was the mail-in ballots that they got on the 4th of November. The postmaster was backdating them to the 3rd so they would count.
I've heard that too.
Because that's,
Wow.
They were coming in after the cutoff, and that's why I think that's why they're calling for a recount for Wisconsin. So
how is that? Oh,
it's like the Florida Chad situation all over again.
Yeah, that's pretty illegal. I mean, it's a state law. You have to have your mail-in ballot in before Well, there you go.
And then they were letting them bring them in personally. It's like, no, if it was a mail-in ballot, it should have been mailed in.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole reason for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then I don't know. It was reported on our local channel said it somewhere in Arizona. A farmer found ballots. They showed a picture of these ballots in a field next to. I guess he was in his field or something, and there's this little pitchfork where he was working in the field and found ballots.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know. I don't know if somebody just threw them down there, took a picture, and sent. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what they reported yesterday or last night sometime, that there was ballots found on the ground in a farm in Arizona.
Wow.
Like, okay. It's just
Anyway, it probably fertilized the ground real good with all the bullshit that came.
yeah. Is it true?
Oh my gosh!
On a good note, outside a whole different subject, I weighed in today and I've lost 30 pounds.
Look at that.
Heard.
That was awesome.
So I was like doing a happy dance. I was like, oh, 30 pounds.
Amazing.
Last time I danced, I broke my knee, but it's like, Teresa's like, what are you doing? I said, look at the scale. She's like, oh my.
Awesome. Great job.
So
Had some kind of good news. Had
yeah.
a buyer last week messaged me and said, hey, I ordered 2 pair of jeans. You only sent me 1. So I went into my inventory room, looked around, and I couldn't find another pair. So I thought, I was sitting there thinking, well, maybe I made the listing for 2 pair, but I only had 1. And then late last night, like 1 in the morning, the buyer messaged me and said, oh, I opened that box that you sent, and yeah, there's 2 pair in there. And I'd already refunded him half of the purchase price.
Lord.
So he said, I'm trying to be honest here, so please mail me an invoice to repay you. So at least the buyer was honest.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
You know, I've done that before. I went to refund because she bought these little dome cottages. They were Thomas Kincaid cottages. And when she opened it, she dropped the dome because it slipped out of the thing. And it was an international sale, so it had been where they had taken it and repackaged it or whatever. It would be my assumption. So she said, do you have another dome? I said, no, but don't worry about it. I said, I'll just give you the difference. I said, because it could have been something I did. It could have been something they did. I wasn't sure. So I went to refund her the difference of some of the money. Well, I didn't change it. So I ended up giving her a refund for all of it.
Oh, wow.
She sent me a message. She said, you just refunded me for the entire thing. I'm like, did I? She said, yeah. And within 5 minutes, she'd sent it. She had paid, asked me to do the same thing, basically send another invoice so she could pay me back. And she did, minus the difference that I was going to give her. So there's a few good people out there still.
Yeah.
And some people just would have just like kept their mouth shut and walked on. But every now and then you get and she bought 2 more about 2 months later. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking my buyer may have made another order with another person, and that was just for 1 pair, and he thought that package was mine maybe instead of mine having 2. So I don't know. I couldn't make that kind of a mistake myself. So oh, okay, good. Yeah. Send me the $25 back.
Good morning, Kelly.
He hasn't sent it yet, but I guess he will.
Morning, Patty.
Anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people in the world still.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's
There's
true.
There's a lot more good people than there are bad.
I would say. I would think so.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know. With this election, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
In the 5 years I've been reselling, I've never had that happen though. So that's weird. There's been other little glitchy things, but nothing exactly like that. It's amazing how often you come across something brand new in this business. Something you've never seen before or heard of before or heard anybody talk about before. So strange.
That's why we can't claim to know everything there is to know about reselling and eBay and all that. There's no way. Until we've experienced every single issue that could possibly pop up, then we still don't know everything. Like I was telling my daughter, I said, I've been doing this since 98, and I still don't know everything. I've been reselling most of my life because my parents did it with furniture and, antiques and things like that. So it's been in my blood since I was born. But there's still so much out there to learn. There's so many different things it's like you gotta have an open mind. You can't just have tunnel vision. You don't know everything.
No.
I had a buyer last week, a man, asked me what the rise was on a pair of Wrangler blue jeans.
Hmm.
I was like, I have never been asked that question by a man before. And I've shipped way over 100 different pairs of Wrangler blue jeans in the 5 years I've been selling. So I'm like, that was unusual too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I opened the package and measured the rise and sent him the message. And he bought. So anyway, weird things in this business.
Yeah.
I still like what Beth posted. Was it yesterday about the funniest message she ever got from eBay? Did you see it?
I don't think I've seen that.
Somebody sent her a message about a bra and says, "What size boob do you think will fit in that?" I like to fall out of my chair.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, "What's so funny?" I read it to her. She said, "People really ask stuff like that." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, let me see. You got pistachio size all the way up to giant pumpkin size. What size are you? You fall under you do melon or a watermelon, Oh, I would have had fun with that answer myself, but
oh man.
You got mosquito bite Band-Aid, circle Band-Aid size.
Oh man. Well, Mike, he said he went to pick up his Jeep for a bent axle and got it back with no brakes. He's walking again today.
Did they forget to put something back on?
Yeah, they forgot. Oh, they forgot to put those extra parts on.
Yeah, do they not test it after they fix it?
Wow.
Okay, we put this part on and put it out in the parking lot. It's good to go.
Yeah. Where'd all these other parts come from? Oh, those are extra.
That box. I got a car like that for my brother for my graduation present. He gives me this 77 Vega and hands me this box about yay big. And I said, "What's that?" He said, "I couldn't get the carburetor back together. I figured you and Dad could do it." Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
How did you get it here? I had it towed. He wanted to give me the car, but I'm like, so I have to rebuild it before I can even drive it? He's like, yeah, that's about it. I said, don't do that. Go to a mechanic. I said, you couldn't even put a model together. What are you doing taking a car apart?
Oh my gosh.
He's
Crazy.
The weird one of the family.
You always got to have one.
Well, that's how we know we're related to Edgar Allan Poe, because he's just as strange as him. It's like his art project. He painted an eyeball looking through a keyhole.
Oh, wow.
That was strange. It was very creepy.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's like, hey, check this out. I'm like, okay.
Wow. Good morning, Texas Tigress Designs. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing well. Oh, man. But sales have been good. I think I have 7 going out today. That's good.
I got 5 today and 2 I just got this morning. I got to send them out tomorrow because Teresa likes to put the movies on thumb drive before I send them out, so we have copies of them. Mm-hmm. So I got 2 that she's going to do that with. So she's building her little digital library of hard drive, big hard drive of movies in case something goes wrong, or if we go camp and we take this hard drive with us on my laptop, we can watch movies, or hook her up to it and play it that way. So I mean, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Oh. Yeah, I'm having to fixing to have to open an unpaid item case for a pair of boots. So.
Don't you have that set automatically? I have mine set for like after 3 days if they don't pay.
I check it often enough. I can just, and I don't get that many, so I just do it when they come up.
I get them with every best offer here lately, so.
Yeah, I think this was the best offer. So. But yeah. They make you an offer and then they forget they did it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but what's bad is when they send you an offer and you counter right back. You know they're still on their computer.
Yeah.
You know they're there. You know they're watching, but yet they don't pay. It's like, okay.
That's one of the reasons why I respond so quickly, because I want to respond while it's still on their mind, you know, and they're thinking about it. So I try to respond pretty quickly, but there's sometimes that they don't, you know, I don't know what they're thinking, but and you can send them invoice after invoice after invoice, and you know, crickets.
Yeah. Also got another one of those fun messages. I'm going to buy this in December.
You're okay.
And I'm like, well, it's still for sale. And then they messaged me back and said, well, can you hold it for me? I was
like, no, I'm not Walmart. I don't do layaway.
That's right.
I didn't even answer that one. I just ignored it.
Yep.
So I kind of hope somebody buys the watch out from under the lady. I don't know. It's crazy. You crazy woman. Why do you want to? I get that you want to watch, but
I gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. That's not how this works.
Yeah, it was only like a $10 watch with like $2.50 shipping on it. I'm like, why? You don't have $12.50? Well, okay.
And they might not, but still, who knows?
Yeah, if you're shopping and you don't got no money, you just better get off it. Yeah, exactly. This isn't a window, you know, you don't do window shopping with eBay.
That's like
I guess you could, but you know, you can watch the item, but you know, don't buy it or expect them to hold it for you. I mean, that's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's like taking a kid to Children's Palace and expecting them, well, will you hold this until I get money so my kid can get it? Well, you know, it's like, no, that's not how this works.
Yeah, Nishana said, I wanted to ask you about the John Richards you sold. Were they clothing item? Yeah, that's the brand. It's a brand of clothing, and I've sold it before. They do all right. It's kind of a middle brand, but it's still a good brand. There's a following for it.
And that's the QVC, isn't that what you were saying yesterday?
Huh?
Sally was saying it was QVC.
Hank says if I ain't got $12.50, probably get off the whole internet. Go inside, do something else, come back when you got some money. That's true.
Yeah. I enjoy customers sometimes.
Yeah, they can be comical.
At least they make you laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of the feedbacks are just hilarious. I got one a few months ago that said, wow, fast shipping. This dude must have a transporter.
Got one of them bank teller shoots. Bank tubes.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if I get an order in early enough in the day, I go ahead and ship it same day.
Yeah.
Because
I do too.
So
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, John Richard sells. That's a good brand. You know, it's like I said, it's a middle brand, but even the accessories should do fine. You know, I just look up your comps, see what they do. But yeah, I think it's more. You know, on something like that, I think it would be more. You know, depending on the style rather than the name. A lot of times I don't even. I mean, if it has a brand name on it, it's great. But you know, it really just depends on if there's a following for the certain item. You know, for the either the type of it, the style, not necessarily the name, the brand name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sally is somewhere Midland or something like that. She had an appointment yesterday, so she was playing in her jacuzzi, I guess. So she got her. It's good. I mean, she doesn't get a whole lot of time off and go anywhere or anything. So that's good for her to be able to do that. We got super nice weather the rest of this week and into next week. We're in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is just weird for November. But I mean, it's a weird year, so why not add a little bit of summer to that?
Yeah,
summer in the winter time.
We're supposed to have a couple of 80-degree days today.
Wow.
I mean, this week, a couple of 80-degree days today. A couple of 80-degree days this week. So yeah, it's warmed up here quite a bit.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah, air conditioner back on.
I just had the windows. It was kind of nice to have the windows open and, air, some fresh air moving through the house, and that was nice. Yeah, I doubt Sally's going live from the hot tub. Of course, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think so.
What part of the state are you in, Tigress?
I can't remember where she's.
Texas is so big. I was looking at the electoral map in Texas yesterday, and nearly the whole map was red except Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, Houston,
really?
San Antonio. They were blue dots, just like 6 blue dots right in the middle of all the red. It was fun.
Wow.
Weatherford, that's not too far from me.
It's not?
No, it's only 2.5 hours maybe drive. That's up in the north part of north. That's North Texas. That's like close to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weatherford, Texas.
I'm excited.
We should get together and do some thrifting halfway or something. Except
yeah.
There's nothing out there.
I don't know. So, let's see here. Do you have any topics?
I do. What's the weirdest thing you got in your inventory right now?
I don't know.
So,
what is the weirdest thing?
I got 1 or 2 examples here to start it off.
Okay.
I have to mail this duck today. He's just sitting there on his log.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, normally I wouldn't buy these. I got this at the auction Saturday.
Uh-huh.
But Ducks Unlimited. It's kind of a special numbered series that they came out with.
Huh.
This sold for $40 plus shipping,
Nice.
and I got it at the auction for like $5.
Uh-huh. Cool.
I got another one here. I haven't listed it yet because I want to test it. But I bet you'll be able to recognize what it is by looking at it.
Spotlight?
Nope.
Is it a speed timer or something?
Radar?
Radar gun.
Yeah. That's what it looked like to me. Either radar gun or
How the
for
heck do you,
And
How
it's
do you-
heavy.
how do you
Made out
test
of
that?
steel. Well, I'm kind of thinking it has to hook up to 12 volt because it would have been used by police from their car,
Mhm.
but the wire is just bare on the ends. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking I should split these wires apart and just contact them with my pickup back, go outside and contact it with my pickup batteries.
Either that or get a cigarette lighter cord and cut it and hook it up that way. Test it.
Yeah, that could work too. If I got an extra one, probably do.
Hank says, Gwen, get in the car and drive real fast while I test this thing out.
That's what I would do. I'd say, I'm like, Chris, I need you to drive down the street and back as fast as you can go.
Since it was just last week, right? I told y'all that some lady smashed her car into the back of another car, driving her kids to school. Some morning, I need to go out there with this thing and aim it at all the cars going down the street, and just go, no.
Slow down.
Have you ever seen that lady? It's some kind of it was a video, and it was on Facebook, and this lady had a hair dryer, and she was sitting in her lawn chair out in the front yard and pointed at the road, and it was just a hair dryer. And she said, I just did that, and that way people would slow down, and they did.
Because they couldn't tell from where they were at.
Yeah. Weird. Mike said he's got a real human skull. He never sold that. That's kind of creepy.
I don't really
Morning,
know.
Tommy.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
How do you get a real human skull? Is that
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to know.
So you went to an auction at a closing down medical center or something, or forensics department shut down in your police department? How do you even buy one of those?
Oh my gosh. So Frankie says the weirdest thing in my inventory is 4 new in the box syrup bottle racks that I found out are selling for about $45 each on eBay. They were in a dumpster dive find. Awesome.
Syrup bottle racks.
Yeah.
Well, that's sweet.
Tommy says vintage Peter Pecker's guide to male organs is mine. I also have weird things to sell as well. Oh my gosh.
I don't think I have anything really weird besides myself. I mean, that I know of.
I can see Tommy just picking up weird things just because they're weird, Yeah, I'm going to overpay for that just because it's weird. I want that, or just have it for a while.
Kelly says I have a rule of when the gold game's gone to shit, toilet paper. Probably the weirdest thing I could think of. I can't really think of anything. I don't really.
Nah.
I'm trying to I'm trying to think of something. I can't think of really anything that I have that's
Weird.
super weird. Hmm.
I mean,
Other than a collection of McDonald's odds and ends like fry bags and Happy Meal bags, and because I got a big, huge collection of McDonald's stuff, and I'm going through and thinking, why would anybody want to collect that? But they do. I'm thinking, really? The lids to the cups, or the actual wax coated cups.
Uh-huh.
Hell too. I'm thinking I'd throw these away for years.
Right. Yeah,
Tommy
throw it
said,
all out.
you have no clue how accurate that is. Yeah, I can imagine him just seeking out the weird and unusual. He'd be like Ripley's Believe It or Not reseller.
What's that Winona Ryder says in Beetlejuice? I am the strange and unusual.
Right.
I remember American Pickers, they had like shrunken heads on one of their shows.
Yeah, I'm thinking I
I
don't
think they bought them, but the person had them.
I really don't. I don't think I have anything weird like that.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. Nothing that stands out.
Yeah, yeah. I got nothing. Got nothing. Good job, guys. You had something weird. Yeah, I'm still trying to think, and I can't.
Now, if I find a half-eaten cheeseburger back there from 1950, whatever, yeah. I haven't come across nothing like that yet.
No. I don't have any teeth. Well, I have teeth in my mouth, but I don't have any teeth that I'm selling.
Well, I sold, those little fake gold teeth made out of real gold.
Right.
I had a pair of those one time I sold.
Yeah.
It was 3 or 4 years ago, but people buy those just to put them on and wear them around.
Yeah. I got nothing. Yeah, I'm a boring reseller. I got nothing extravagant in my hoard. Oh man.
I have some weird things that my sister gave me when we went through her thingy, her thing.
Yeah.
We got an Absolute vodka bottle collection with ladders inside.
Ladders?
Yeah, it's got a little tit.
Yeah.
I said, was that so the mice can get in and out as it got lower when they drank it? And then she gave me this thing, which I thought it was like really, really old until I dropped it. It goes boing.
Oh.
So picker dude.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. She found it in her crawl space. But
be careful. You put your eye out.
I was like, and name is this. I don't know what it feels like glass.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. It looks like agate at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's got that sounds like glass to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. There's no markings on it.
And it's really, really shiny.
Yeah, it's neat. But the stuff like that, I end up putting it on my top of my file cabinet because I think it's cool. Yeah. And it's got a flat spot like that. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was supposed to be part of a decoration. But it's definitely glass. But like I said, it's got the striations like an agate would have. So I don't know. But yeah, I got like 4 different size bottles, and they all have a ladder down to a bottle about this size.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That looks like an old version of the Death Star with a lid.
Mm-hmm.
3 guesses as to what this is. Come on, side chat. If the panel can't get it, you can.
A pressure cooker.
Nope.
I don't know.
old giant fire extinguisher. You know, the old timey fire extinguishers that they would put powder and stuff in.
Nope.
Utility statue.
Fertility statue.
Not you. This thing.
Okay. What part is fertile here? The circle thing, or
Looks like a pea pot. That's what somebody said.
nope? Keep guessing.
Corn maker. Hanging it over the fire with that little ring.
Nope.
Come on, Julie.
You know, I bet
Wow.
my parents would probably know exactly what that is, but I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, these were used. I'll give you a hint. These were used up through about the 1960s. So it's a vintage item.
Is it
A
for
ball and
food?
chain. It could be used for that, but no.
Huh. I haven't the foggiest idea.
I don't know. Give up.
Ice
Ice
bucket.
bucket. Nope. Okay,
Cool.
this is. You done? Everybody done?
Hank says
Hanging
coal
lamp.
carrying pot.
Santa on a budget. Nope. This
Hanging
is.
lantern.
Okay, we're not done guessing. A giant popcorn maker. No.
See, that's what I thought. I was like,
Hank, you probably haven't seen one. You're not old enough.
A buoy weight.
Nope.
Hank says,
Not many.
why do I feel like I've seen it before? I don't
Yeah,
know.
like I say, Hank's not old enough to have seen one.
Okay, give up.
Something
I give.
for fishing.
I have no idea.
Foot warmer. Nope. A murder weapon. Yeah. It could be used for that.
Trout line bobber.
This is called a smudge pot.
You know, I should have known what that
And
was.
it's that before they came out with the stick road flares that you just light and put on the ground,
Yeah.
they would put flammable liquid in this, like a lamp oil,
Uh-huh.
and right in here is where a wick would be.
Okay.
On a
And
road flare.
yeah, it's basically an early road flare.
Now, when I think of smudge pot, I think of like with the feather and the what do they call that, sage. That's
Yeah.
called smudging, and then you cover, to put it out, you cover it. But
Mhm.
I've never seen one like that before.
That's crazy.
That's basically a roadside flare.
That looks like medieval.
I know. It looks like something you'd light on fire and toss it in somewhere.
Yeah.
Early
Dirty
Molotov
as hell.
cocktail.
It's
Huh.
dirty as hell. I wonder if it used to be
Yeah,
blue.
Julie guessed that it was an anchor for a body.
Fill it up with lead and just tie it onto somebody.
It's a concrete ball mold. There you go.
It's really thick steel. I mean, it's substantial,
Yeah.
but it's dirty as hell.
Yeah.
What's funny is somebody would see that and say, "I got to have that," because it's something
Yeah.
that they collect oddities, and it's something they don't have. So,
It's selling on eBay for about $40.
yeah,
There you
mini
go.
Borghini lamp.
Is it listed?
Not yet. I got to
Oh,
clean
okay.
it. It's just nasty.
You gotta clean it up. Make it all shiny. Don't rub it too hard. Hank says it may be a medieval genie lamp. That was a good one. I couldn't have guessed that one. Trying to think of. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm sure there's probably something in my pile that I've seen, but it's so buried that I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, so it's probably one of those things. I don't know. Oh, you're lagging, Tommy. That's an eye shaver.
A what?
Maybe not. It looks like either an ice shaver or ice cream maker. Some kind of a mixer.
Who'd have thought fertility statues would be worth so much money?
Are they?
Yeah. This one's not on there. I think this is just a. It's hand carved. It has no markings on it, but there's not one like it on here. Okay, it looks gross.
This is a juicer. You put half of an orange on here.
Oh.
And you can squish.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those before. The orange
There
part.
you
go. And right here it says Juice King. So that's an oldie.
Yeah, it is.
Is that listed?
No, I haven't listed it yet.
Why?
I don't know. I just got it Saturday at the auction.
Oh. Yeah, I have a get her done bucket over here. I got to pull stuff and throw it in there, and as soon as it's empty, then I know it's all listed. It's stuff that I kind of shy away from at first to list because it needs clean or it's just it's not exciting, but it makes money. So I put it in this bucket, but now it's called the chuck it in the F it bucket right now.
That's a good thing to call it. Yeah.
Chuck it in the beep bucket.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you look at it, it's staring me in the face, and I know there's money sitting there, but I've got other things on my.
But like I'm the same way. Like I have things that are sitting in a spot where I know I've got to get this done, but it's like I avoid it like the plague, and I don't know why. I mean, it's a stack of puzzles. There's no reason why I shouldn't get those, but there's work to be done to get them ready to be listed, and I think that's kind of what's holding me back. Yeah. So, yeah, we all have those things. I think I would say
I'll get around to it. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
As soon as I get all these DVDs processed, I can focus on other things. So, but it's a challenge for me anyway because I have ADHD, so I'm constantly all over saying I'll list this, I'll list that. So trying to stay focused on one particular thing has been a challenge in itself.
Sure.
So, it's like, so yeah. And then I go buy more stuff. So I mean, it just it's a never-ending cycle.
Oh, that's part of. Hank says that's part of what made all feisty yesterday. I don't know if the attorneys are coming to appraise the property or going to wait inside of the house or what. Yeah. I don't know. I know I'm trying to get things ready for being gone, and so that's exciting, a little stressful, but still exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to go. I need a break. It's going to be a great break from everything. So, Good morning, Texas Val.
We need a vacation. Away from everything.
I think sometimes you have to have that. You have to.
Even if I don't go anywhere, I just need a vacation.
Yeah, but if you're at home, you're gonna want it.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just the way it goes, So I mean, that's what people, tell me. Well, if you, even if you're at home, just don't work. Well, that's not,
Because it's all around.
that's what I do. And, what is this vacation you speak of?
Yeah.
I'm going to California, knows how to party.
I'm going to go to Gatlinburg.
I've heard really good things about Gatlinburg.
I love Gatlinburg. We used to go every year, and then after the fire and stuff, we haven't gone since. So
Yeah.
giving it time to rebuild, I guess. But Pigeon
Mhm.
Forge was fun too. So I was like, it's like 4.5 hours away. Why don't we just get in the car and go spend the day down there, and come home the next day?
Yeah.
So just to get away from it for a while.
Yep.
But with her work, she can't. So,
she can't go for a day or 2 days.
She can't even come home for a couple hours. They call her right back. I mean, it's ridiculous right now. And
why do they call her right back?
Well, she's dietary manager, but they have so many people that are sick, and and the staff that are sick, that it's basically all hands on deck no matter what department you work. If they need to move patients, they need every manager there, to do it. It's like, and we live almost an hour away from where she works, so that's an hour home, and then she has to turn around and go right back. Several times she's had to do this. So I mean, it's just crazy.
Wow.
So, and personally, I think it's a sinking ship,
Yeah.
because it's a corporate owned building. It's no longer personally owned like it used to. It's bought out by a corporation. So it's just another number on their chart. And once those numbers start dropping, they'll kick it to the curb. So
yeah,
that's what I told her. I said, don't go down with that ship. I said, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But she's attached to all the residents, and,
Sure.
and I understand that. I get it. She's been, with some of them people have been there as long as she's worked there, and she's going on 25 years with that particular.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous. But what can you do? I keep telling her, I said, you're just a number. I said, and they don't think about the residents the same way you do. I said, once they start losing residents left and right, they're going to move the ones they do have into other facilities and get rid of that one. So that's what I see coming. So
sure. Good morning, Rita. Karen says, I want to go to Maine, but with all this test this, test that, getting stopped at the state borders, I'm sick of it. I don't want to be locked down. I know how to be careful. Yeah. I agree.
I love Maine. I haven't been since I was 11, but we went there when I was a kid, and I fell in love with it then.
I've never been to that part of the United States, really. I mean, I've flown in there and for a layover or whatever, but I've never actually been.
Oh, I've been all up and down the East Coast. I've been to every state all up and down the East Coast, and as far west. I've been to Indianapolis, Indianapolis is as far west as I've gotten. So.
Oh, you've never been to like California?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Wow, you're doing good.
I would love to take the original Route 66.
Yeah.
From where it starts all the way into California and back. That's something that's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
To do that, and to see all the sites throughout there.
Yeah, Karen says, Valerie, you would love Maine in the summer, not in the winter. Nope. But yeah, I would love to travel up and down the East Coast and see some of the sites,
I've been to Salem, Massachusetts, where they had the witch trials and all that. I've been there. So I've been to New York.
Yeah, never been to Julie. Julie actually went to New York when she was 16, I think. She went there all by herself. Because my brother lived in New Jersey, and so she went to see him. all by herself.
I've been to Canada. We walked across the border from Buffalo at Niagara Falls.
Uh
I called my dad. I was like, "Hey, guess where I'm at?" He said, "I have no clue." I said, "I'm in Canada." He's like, "What the hell are you doing in Canada?"
Oh my gosh.
On the way back, it was when the girls were little, their dance competition. So I had Lacey, and as you come back in, they check your ID to make sure that you're not smuggling kids. And they got to Lacey, and I'm thinking, oh God, because they got to her cousin, who they asked her who she was, where she's from, and all that. And she was able to tell everything. And they get to Lacey, and they said, "What is your name?" She says, "Lacey Marie Angel." And she says, "Where were you born?" She says, "In a hospital." "Where were you born, stupid?" And my husband's aunt's like, yeah, I can vouch that that's definitely this one's daughter talking about me. Everybody was laughing. He was laughing so hard he just said, "Go on." "Where were you born?" "I was born in a hospital." "Where were you born, stupid?"
Duh.
Duh. Yeah. I was like, oh.
Oh my
I'm
god.
never going to get out of Canada.
It was funny.
Oh,
Wow.
she's still a pistol. As old as she is now, she's still something. Definitely my daughter.
At least you know there wasn't a mix-up there, huh?
My ex-husband can't stand it because she's so much like me. It drives him crazy.
Wow. Kelly says we're supposed to go to an international tournament this last summer in North Carolina, but then COVID happened. There's been so much of that. People doing yearly things. And everything's just been stopped. And it's time to get back to life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, it is.
It's time to get back to living, and
it's like COVID, it's scary. People have died from it, but
sure,
it's now a new way of life. We'll just have to adapt and move on. I mean, it's I feel bad for those that have lost people to this, but what can we do?
Yeah.
Do we cower in our homes under a rock because we're afraid we might catch it? I mean, the flu is just as bad in some cases.
Right.
You got the swine flu. Then you got, it's just.
Yeah.
When it first hit, it scared me because they were talking about people with breathing problems, and I had that. So of course, I'm freaking out thinking I can't go out until this blows over. I don't want to catch this. I don't want to die. Nothing. So when it initially hit, I was scared, and I think everybody was. But now it's like, you know what? It's from what I've seen, and it's some people. It is killing people, but there's so many people surviving it too. So it's going both ways. So it's not just hitting people and killing them. There's people that are surviving it. So
yeah,
it takes them a while to bounce back, but they are coming back from it, and that's that's good to know.
Right.
And I hate that people have passed from this. It's, young people, even not just the elderly, but there's been young people that have died too.
Yep.
But why? Is it because they waited too long to get help, or they just thought it was a cold? It's like, but that's what we have to learn and figure out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that I know that have said, they had it back in, January, February, December. They're pretty sure that that's exactly what it was.
I would bet money that Lacey had it because she was so sick, and she felt like she said it felt like her lungs were full of glue. Mm-hmm. She couldn't get any air in. And the doctor, she went to the hospital. They didn't know what was wrong with her. Mm-hmm. They still couldn't tell her what was wrong with her. But I bet if she went and got the antibody test, that she would test that she has had it.
Yeah.
And I was around her the whole time and not one symptom.
Right.
So what do they call that? And I can't think
immune?
Of the word. Yeah. Am I immune to it? I don't know. I mean, but we were, myself, Teresa, Corey, my sisters were all around her, and none of us have caught it. So,
yeah.
But she had every symptom there was of what's, supposedly what the COVID is, and they had no clue at the hospital what it was because it hadn't hit the fan yet, so to speak. But I told Lacey, I said, I bet if you go get tested, it'll show that you've had it.
Yeah.
Because she was pretty bad off because it had Corey scared. He kept calling me saying, she's not getting any air in. What do I do? I said, take her to the emergency room now.
Yep.
So, but they give her breathing treatments and they give her antibiotics and stuff like that. But they never did tell her that because they didn't know. They said it could have been a weird form of the flu,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but.
Yep, that's true. That's true. Well, it's 9:00. It's 9:02. Time to get to work. Time to get busy. I got to get some shipping done. I got to take a couple of boxes down to the DG, Dollar General, and drop those off for ThreadUp. And they're going to be so sick of seeing my name because I got so many dang boxes down there. Man, they're just going to be cussing me, But, hey, I'm going to build it up while I can.
That's on my list over here to finish up, too, is fill up my box and get it sent off.
Yeah. So, I hope everybody has a great day. What, Todd?
I'm going to pack my duck.
Pack your duck. There you go. Look at Texas Val. She's dropping off 4 boxes today. Good job. I need to talk to you, Texas Val.
Be a box of Quackers.
Oh, well, you guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Have fun. Get lots of sales. Get some listing done. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.